Manipulation registers as internal confusion. It creates the sensation of a thick, disorienting fog where you suddenly can't find your footing. A direct attack triggers a defensive instinct, but B's tactics are engineered to bypass that reflex entirely. This confusion serves as a deliberate environment. The structure of the interaction shifts the focus away from the behavior and toward the idea that you are the one who misremembered or overreacted. Defeating the tactic requires moving past the feeling of self-doubt and observing the mechanical structure of the behavior. Mapping Mu's patterns is the first step toward neutralizing their effect. Gaslighting functions as a systematic, repeated pattern of denial. It is a long-term erosion of facts, not a simple disagreement. The process involves a calm contradiction of facts across separate incidents. This steady rhythm of denial wears down the foundation of your recall. Under stress, cognition defaults to trusting confident delivery over uncertain memory. A manipulator leverages this to override your baseline trust. The pattern reveals itself through a combination of unwavering certainty and a subtle framing of you as unstable or overly sensitive. When factual disagreements consistently pivot to questioning your mental state, the mechanic is active. The second mechanic is DARVO, deny, attack, reverse victim, and defender. This flowchart illustrates a high-speed conversational maneuver. You raise a concern, it hits a wall of denial, followed by an immediate attack on your character. Within a single exchange, the roles swap. The original concern is abandoned, forcing you to defend against a counteraccusation. This transition is marked by a specific disgenzing. If a conversation intended to address someone else's behavior ends with you apologizing for how you raised the issue, the script has been flipped. Love bombing operates through an intense, premature display of affection or admiration. It forces a level of connection that the actual history of the relationship hasn't earned yet. Humans are wired for reciprocity. Intense positive attention creates a psychological pull to respond with loyalty, even before the other person proves they are trustworthy. In this timeline, normal trust builds through consistent verification. Love bombing bypasses those checkpoints. It compresses months of bonding into days, securing an emotional investment before red flags can be rationally processed. The imbalance is found in the pacing. It manifests as a severe mismatch between the intensity of the emotional investment and the actual amount of time you have known the person. Healthy relationships involve moments of bad memory, defensiveness, or fast-moving affection. These isolated events are part of normal interpersonal friction. Behavioral analysis relies on the Quester rule. No single tactic serves as definitive proof of a threat when viewed on its own. The signal emerges when these tactics repeat and converge. When memory disputes, role reversals, and artificial pacing overlap, the data suggests a structured pattern of behavior. When this convergence consistently results in you doubting your own reality or shrinking your boundaries, the pattern becomes evidence of a manipulative framework. These mechanics are neutralized by applying specific protocols that refuse to engage with the emotional bait. To counter gaslighting, state your memory once and disengage from the debate. Saying, "I remember it differently, and I'm not going to argue my memory," cuts off material needed to erode confidence. Against DARVO, name the conversational pivot as it happens. Redirect by saying, "We were talking about X. Let's resolve that before moving to anything else." This stops the role reversal from taking hold. For love bombing, apply an external pacing rule. Scale your trust and commitment based on verified consistency over time, deliberately slowing the relationship's pace, regardless of the intensity of the attention. These countermeasures are effective because they address the structural logic of the tactic rather than the feelings it is meant to provoke. This framework provides a tool for pattern recognition rather than a mandate for constant suspicion. It allows you to view interpersonal friction as observable data. You can identify the mechanics of a conversation without internalizing it as a personal failing. These tactics depend on staying hidden to reach their objective. By exposing the mechanical structure, you remove the element of surprise that makes manipulation effective.